Alright, Yana. How about my actual voice? How's that work? Does it look okay? Everything look alright? How's the audio? Is the audio working alright? Oh, this is different, that's for sure. I have to do a whole bunch of different stuff just to be able to go live. It's definitely interesting. There is definitely a longer delay. So, I'm just curious if the microphone audio is working okay, and if you can hear me okay. If that is the case, let me know. I want to make sure that everything's going okay. Turn the music down a little bit. I was told that it was too quiet. Okay. Is that better? Or does it need to be turned down a little bit more? Hooray for fixing things on the fly! Clear? Okay, great. Awesome. Good deal. Alright, well, I guess we could go ahead and get started. Hopefully people will turn up. Make sure you like that video. So the little thumbs up thing, I know one person liked it, and I appreciate that. And I think I have... Yeah. Okay. That doesn't seem to be showing up. Yes, correct. So the way that chat looks, and I could show it to you, it actually looks bad. Nice and bright and white and not great. And I did not get a chance. Lord. Alright, well, that's the middle ground between the two, so... Maybe it's just that song in particular. But yeah, chat looks like that, and I don't like it. And you can't read it, and it doesn't look great. So, I'm gonna have to figure something else out to get chat to show up. Well, thank you, Yana. I appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. Okay, so I'm gonna hide chat again. Because it just doesn't look great, in my opinion. So, yeah, oof, indeed. So I'm noticing that the lag is significantly more than Twitch. That's actually not great. So I'm wondering if I need to do something different or what. I don't know what the deal is, but the fact that you guys can hear me and you can see everything and it looks like it's transitioning okay, so I can't complain too much, type of thing. Looks like my close-up camera is working, so that's good. I mean, that's the best that I could hope for, hopefully. I hope. Yikes. No, it's just gonna get some it's gonna take some getting used to in order to get this a little bit better. But anyway, let's see. There is a way to check. Oh, it's not there. It's there. Before I get any echoes. There we go. Okay. Yes, that would be great, Yana. If you could help with that, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. I unfortunately didn't have the chance to really dive deep into how to make that look better. So, all right. Well, hi everybody. Welcome to the first ever live stream on YouTube. We'll get the kinks worked out. It's not going to be a big issue. I can still see chat and I can still respond to you guys. So that's the important part, right? So that's what we'll work with today. Hopefully tomorrow it'll get, or not tomorrow, but next week it'll get a little bit easier. The main announcement that I have for today is I'm actually going on vacation in a couple of weeks. So I will have a stream next weekend, but I will not have a stream the following weekend or the weekend after that. So I'll be gone for 2 weekends. So great time to start something new and then take a 2-week break. Yeah, that's how I like to do things here. But anyway, we will do pickup streams for this week and next, and then we will not have a pickup stream for the following 2 weeks. So, alright. Okay, that's about it for the announcements. I think I don't have any pockets. I'm not surprised that I don't have any pockets. But we could just jump straight into pickups. And let's get that stuff documented, finally, on YouTube. I'm excited. I am excited. Man. Alright, so we'll just go straight into pickups. And I'll start off with something that, actually, I need to get something down. I put it away like a ninny, and because it wasn't really an addition to the collection, but it was still something sent by a Pocket member, so I kind of want to show it. This one here. So one of the things that I got from a community member, Spectre, I don't know if he's here or not, but Spectre was able to work a deal out with me, and I got a couple of things from him. And it is just the case in the manual for Kirby Squeak Squad for the Nintendo DS. Just the case in the manual. However, I do have the actual game. It's right here. So it does exist. But I just needed the case in the manual. What I had previously was a custom printed cover, right? And it wasn't a legitimate cover. So I took it out of here, and now I have the case in the manual. So now it's a complete copy. So that's our first pickup from A1 Spectre. But that's not the only thing that I got from Spectre. I also, and I told you guys the last time I streamed from the Video Games Library Room, I told you guys that now that I have a complete original Xbox set, the next set that I'm going to try to complete, and the goal is to have a complete set of PlayStation 1 games by the end of the year. That's a tall order, so I better get started, and so I did. And I started with buying this from Spectre. It was 1,000 Arms for the PlayStation 1. I cannot believe I didn't have this game yet. It was super frustrating that I didn't. It is complete. It comes with this little lenticular thing that actually shows up pretty decently on my GoPro. It's pretty awesome. It comes with stickers, and it comes with the manual, so it is complete in box, which is exciting. Ooh, Tail Concerto. That's a good advertisement. So it is complete in box, has both discs. Box is in great shape. Thank you, Spectre. Appreciate you, dude. That is one complete in box. PlayStation 1 game, kind of a heavy hitter too, so it's out of the way, and that makes me all sorts of excited. What a great start to working on my PlayStation 1 set. Well, start. I say start. Oh, this one's funny. So I went to Siege all the way back in, what, July of last year? And I have had the seats down in my car ever since then. I put the seats up very recently, and there was a game stuck between the seats where I had put the seats down to hold some boxes. There was actually a game still there, so this goes all the way back to Siege, or Southeast Game Exchange in July. No pin badges, patches, or beanies, though. No. No. So I did get, when I was in Siege, I got a complete in-box copy of Sonic & Knuckles for the Sega Genesis. And I just found it. It's been in my car this whole time. How sad is that? I think it's pretty sad. Let me go ahead and take it out of the box so you guys can actually see it. This is one of the few games that I actually do want the original box because the cartridge is such an odd shape that I don't want to stuff it into a one of those custom cases. I'd rather just have it complete. I was able to do that. So, well, complete. I say complete. I actually don't have the manual. So there is no manual on this. I'm sure it reflects that in my database. But at least I have the box, and that was what was important to me. So, I managed to get this guy all the way back in July, and just completely forgot that I bought it. I think I paid like $40 for it, which is kind of high, but to have the original box, that makes me happy. At least, it had a $40 price tag on it. I could have talked him down. I have no idea. I probably did, to be honest with you. But there you go. I put it in a box protector because the box is kind of smushed. So these box protectors, they're also great at reshaping the box and getting it back to its original shape. So, I don't know. I'm pretty happy to have that. So I got a copy of Sonic & Knuckles. What's with the top slot of the cartridge? So, from my understanding, and it says right here, it's called lock-on technology. And it says, play Sonic & Knuckles or connect with other Sonic games. So, the very top, if you lock it in with Sonic 3, you could transform Floating Island into huge 34 meg Sonic Epic loaded with new secrets. Play as Sonic, Knuckles, and even Tails with game save in Sonic 3. And then if you put Sonic 2 in, you can play as Knuckles with all his signature moves within Sonic 2. Which is interesting. But then you could just play the regular game of Sonic & Knuckles, which is all, you know, different levels, etc. So it works with other versions of Sonic on the Sega Genesis, and it'll adapt those specific games with the Knuckles variant added to it, which is really, really neat. It's hard to find a cartridge that actually still has the lid, so very happy to have that. I did some eBay shopping. So there's quite a few things that I have in this room already that I didn't have the disc for. And this was due to the audit that Ghostal and I did back last year. We found that some of my cases didn't actually have the games inside. That was a huge problem for me, so I'm looking to rectify that as quickly as possible. One of which is Tekken on the PS1. Now, I had the long box, I had the manual, I had the case, and I even bought this for $25 when I lived in Columbus, Ohio back in 2017. And I just now noticed that it actually didn't have a disc. Hey, Spectre. Well, I've already shown your pickups. So I had to go buy the disc loose, and I made sure that it was the appropriate disc for that it was included in the long box to get that complete. The outer case is just a hot mess. You'd like to pocket that 1,000 arms if still available? Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, we could do that right now. Since it's all staying right here on YouTube, I could go ahead and not wait till after the stream. There you go, sir. Ah. And then we'll go over here. We'll do this. Apparently, I'm having trouble looking up 1,000 arms. So we'll do it the old-fashioned way. We'll just scroll. Don't tell me I didn't put it in there. I guess I didn't. Excellent. So I get to show you guys how I add games through this whole process. So the first thing I need to do is scan the barcode. By actually scanning the barcode, if it'll actually scan. Or I can manually type it in. Click add to collection. It's CIB. I bought this. When did I pay for this, Spectre? Do you remember? I don't remember when I actually bought this from you. Hey Sanchez, how's it going? How's it going, sir? Good to see you. Thanks for showing up, man. I really appreciate it. We'll put right here. There you go. Great to have you here, Sanchez, and thanks everybody for showing up. I greatly appreciate it. This move, this transition is a little bit different. I understand that, but hopefully we can actually find us a home here for video game collecting. That would be really cool. So there you go. There is one eBay purchase for just Tekken loose disc. Here's another one that I thought I had, but I actually didn't. I had the case, the manual. I did not have the discs. I now have the disc. So another eBay purchase to complete that. Another thing, Yakido. I had the case, I had the manual, I did not have the disc, so I went ahead and picked up the disc loose on eBay. This one cost me a little bit, but it's to be expected. And finally, I can't tell you how many times I've purchased this game. I purchased this no less than 3 times. I've had the case and manual for a while. Back in 2018, I believe, I found it at a pawn shop. And I bought it because it was $5. And a $5 complete in box 2002 FIFA World Cup, even back in the day, I was completely okay with it. But when I opened it up, it actually had a copy of just, FIFA Soccer 98 or something like that. It didn't have the right disc in it. So I purchased this again on eBay back in 2020. But the seller on eBay canceled it on me. Well, this time I finally found a copy, and it came with the manual. Now I have a manual. ×2. Good grief. That seems really loud to me. December 29th. Excellent. Thank you, Spectre. Oh my gosh. So I took a stab at I took a stab at the actual date. I actually got it right. That's too funny. Thank you, Spectre. Appreciate it. And the last eBay purchase, I think I remember showing you guys this. It's Major League Baseball 2K5. But when I opened it up, it actually had a copy of Hitman inside. So I needed the disc for this. So I went ahead and picked up the disc. That didn't mean that I didn't have a complete set of the original Xbox. Let me show you what I mean. Because I already had another copy of this game. World Series Baseball, or Major League Baseball 2K5, the World Series Edition. So I already had this version of the game. So I still had a complete set. I just wanted that variant of the standard edition. I was able to pick that up for relatively cheap. I mean, it's a sports title, so. So lots of eBay purchases to fill the holes in my collection where I thought I already owned it, and I didn't. So this was my eBay trip. So there you go. All right. Moving right along, I made a stop at a local video game store and got a couple of things. Sadly, they didn't have anything I needed for the PlayStation 1. So, but they did have some other things that I wanted. Maze Craze for the Atari 2600. I actually paid a little bit too much for that. John Madden Football 92. No manual on this guy. And I want to say that that's the wrong cartridge. That seems like the very first John Madden Football, especially with the copyright being 1990. And I'm just now noticing this. I think this is the very first John Madden. Not John Madden Football 92. I need to see a picture of John Madden Football 92 to determine if this is supposed to be in this particular box or if it's not. If it is, in fact, the first John Madden, that's actually more expensive than 92. That's kind of a win for me. But I'm going to need to... Oh my god, Nightbot is ruthless. What happened? Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to change that. I guess he's on default settings. I apologize, Spectre. Stop spamming caps. Oh, wow. Well, that's too funny. Try that one again, Spectre, without the caps. Too funny. I managed to pick up a PS3 game that actually no longer works. SOCON Confrontation, and you know what's funny is they actually say that. Collection only, unplayable. They shut the servers down. And it was 99 cents. So, you know, to have this as a representation of what was on the PlayStation 3 is the reason why I got it. So, for $1, sure. I'll take that. Got a copy of the Masters, or Tiger Woods 2012. For the Xbox 360. Didn't have that. Needed it. Clash of the Titans, the video game. I don't know if this game is any good. I thought I already owned it, to be honest with you, but apparently I didn't. I do now. This one I know I owned, but I have a weird tick. Mag died for that game? Really? Wow. Wow. Poor Mag. This game I knew I had, but here's what... I have this weird quirk about me. I want to get at least one sealed game for every platform. And it doesn't have to be an expensive game. I just want to show representation of how games were presented in store shelves. And the only way you could really do that is to do it sealed, right? So they had a sealed game. It was like $10. $10. And it's a sports game. Of course it is, right? But it does have that seal. And that's why I'm excited to have this in the collection, despite the fact that I already own this game. I still wanted it sealed. No, I'm not going to grade it. Don't ask. Ridiculous. This game eludes me more often than I'd care to admit. And I'm not entirely sure why. I like this game, and I always have a hard time trying to find a copy of this game. Now, this is my third iteration of this game in my collection. It's Primal Rage. For the Sega Genesis. This is complete in box. This one actually does have the manual. There's the manual. Oh no, I'm late. What's up, Neo Mecha? How's it going, dude? Doesn't matter that you're late. What matters is that you're here. Goodness, this thing decided to hide. There we go. The label's coming up a little bit. You can probably see a couple of bubbles right there. I missed the grading. Oh no. Nightbot's on the attack. No, I'm not grading games. Would you guys cut it out? I'm not grading games. I am not grading games. I gotta get this tape off, but I am not going to do that very easily. Without risks of the art, I'm gonna try to do this real quick. Hang on. Shame on the video game store for putting Scotch tape on a cardboard box. Shame on them. Here we go. Stuff the manual in there. Maybe we'll stuff the manual in there. Guess we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Bonk. There we go. I'm here for dating sims. Oh, God. Hi, Chef. God. There you go. Primal Rage. Another game that I got from this local video game store, The Art of Fighting. All these cardboard boxes, they need some help. This one is smushed all to crap. There's a lot of dishing here. Cornerware, what I call shelfware. I feel like I'm going back to my old board gaming hobby. But it is complete. You can see the manual back there in the back, and the cartridge is in really great shape. Oh my gosh. Jeff. Swear to God, man. So, not bad, right? 3 complete in box Sega Genesis games. Hey, Chef. You might know this, or Neo Mecha. Oh God, hi AJ. Is that the original John Madden football? I mean, take a close look at the copyright here. Copyright 1990. And not John Madden Football 92? Because I'm thinking that that's the actual case. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Listen, AJ? Oh God. What's up, Mad Viking? Go on. Love that game. Which game are you talking about, Andrew? Never had it complete. See, I want to say that's the first Madden, John Madden Football, no year attached to it. I think that's, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look and find a copy of the first John Madden Football cartridge and John Madden 92 cartridge. So, it is not Neo Mecha. That is an incorrect assumption. I went to another local retro video game store, and I actually got quite a bit. So much so that I'm going to need to move all this stuff out of the way. So, pardon me for just a moment while I make room, because this is going to be a lot. Oh, Primal Rage? Yeah. Hey, what's up, Hodag? Neo Mecha, that is the one big purchase that I made this week. So, and before you ask, just in case you were wondering, it is already claimed. I am sorry. But I am making the rush to complete the PlayStation 1 set. I did a little bit of hunting for PS1 games. I am hardcore committed to trying to finish that set before the end of the year. And it's going to take a lot of work from me. Alright. Okay, so that is the incorrect cartridge. Okay. Now I know. That's good. Good. Alright, so this other retro video game store that I went to, I wasn't actually planning on buying anything, but then things happened. We're going to start right away and get this thing out of the way. I needed one for the collection because I don't have one yet, and now I gotta go get it AV modded and whatnot. It is, in fact, a Colecovision with a bonus mystery game. Who knows what this is? Who knows? But it does work. He showed it to me in the store, and I just gotta go get it AV modded. So, Skydiving Girl, I have a favor. So that's the system that I purchased. And then he sold me a couple of extra things, which I think is pretty neat. He had these lying around. He gave me a great price on them, and I appreciate him very much. A flash cart for the ColecoVision. That's actually really funny. He sold me a flash cart for the ColecoVision. And then something weird called the Super Game Module, the Advanced Upgrade System, which boosts the power of your ColecoVision. I'm not entirely sure what this thing does. I'm kind of interested to see what's going on with this. Y'all knock it off with the freaking dating sims and crap, please. Who knows, man? Who knows? I can tell you this much. This was built much, much later. I mean, they've got an email address, support@blah.com. I don't know exactly what it does. I haven't really looked into it much. But it's cool to have. So, definitely need to get that thing modded to output via AV. I will be happy. I got a couple of games here from that same shopping trip. First one being Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain. I already had this, but when I saw this, I had no idea there was a slipcover. So I bought the whole thing just to have the slipcover. I mean, I didn't pay much for it. $7. RGB mod it. I'll do something with it. That's for sure. This was the same trip, the same store that I contacted you, Jeff, about that thing that they had. So I bought the ColecoVision. I bought all of that stuff. But at the same time, they had that that computer that I was thinking about buying. He had a couple of sealed Wii games. They're not really that great. Sleepover Party, movie games, Racket Sports. That's actually probably the most expensive one. And then a couple of other things that I purchased. Squeeball's Party. This one is not brand new. Total Immersion Racing, which I already owned for the Xbox, but I did not have it for the PS2. I do now. I had the greatest hits version of this. I needed the black label, so I got the black label, Ratchet Deadlocked. Gotta have my black label stuff too. Couple more DVD games. Sadly, he didn't have any PS1 stuff for me to purchase either. Very frustrating. Oh, actually, he had a little bit. He had one. He had one that I needed. Quake 3 Revolution for the PS2. Nitro Bike. Barbarian, which I thought I had. Apparently I didn't. What's up, Ghostal? Legend of Alondar. I've never seen this game before, so... Baja 1000. No manual for that guy, though. So that sucks. Now, I say I have a complete Xbox set, and that is true. You got a variant of that Siphon Filter? The Omega Strain? Does it look like this? I say I have a complete Xbox set, and that is absolutely true. However, there are still some variants that I need to add. So, like the Platinum Hits version of Finding Nemo. I needed to add that to the collection. Now I have it. A couple of other oddities that he had that I've never seen before. Little Mermaid Pinball. Now that's interesting because it's one of those big cartridges with a rumble pack. I've never seen this game. So yeah, I was gonna pick it up as soon as I saw it. So there you go. Get a couple of $1 games like Mary Kate and Ashley. Let's say Girls Night Out. Oh boy, can't wait to play that. A couple of Game Gear games. I'm thinking that after PlayStation 1, there's going to be a Sega console that I need to complete. And I'm thinking it's going to be the Game Gear. So why not do a little bit of preemptive strike here? Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine for the Game Gear. So 2 extra Game Gear games that I didn't have that I will happily add to the collection. Couple of Atari games. Stampede. These were $1. I will buy, I don't care what the Atari game is, I will buy an Atari game for $1. This is Target Fun, and man, is it messed up. That is a messed up cartridge right there. I'm hoping to clean this off. It feels like spackle. Something happened. Not sure. And I already have a copy of this game, but it's got a different label on it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, what the difference is, I don't really know. It says used with joystick controllers down here. Copyright 1977. It has no copyright here. 1 or 2 players. It's the same 4 games. I don't know what the difference is. I just know that it's a variant. That's the one I just picked up. That Game Gear Mega Man? Dude. I mean, one thing at a time, right? I gotta get PlayStation 1 complete set. And that's the reason why I'm trying to go for Game Gear now, Neomecha. It's my opinion that the prices of Game Gear games are going to go up because of things like the Analog Pocket. They might have, Ghostal. Got a copy of Dolphin for $1. I want to say that I played this when I was a kid. And then he had a couple of Colecovision games, which he gave me a great deal on everything Colecovision. I essentially bought him out of all of his Colecovision stuff. The official Space Fury game, that's a Sega game, by the way. By Sega. Thought that was cool. Another Sega game, Congo Bongo, with a great price on it. Thank you, Gamesters in Wake Forest. Copy of Mr. Do. And then one other ColecoVision game that I bought from this guy. This is really cool. When I bought the system from him, it's funny, he didn't even have the system out in the shop. It was in the back. And I said, you wouldn't happen to have a ColecoVision system? He said, actually, yes, I just got it in. And he brought it out and he was showing it to me. He said, oh, and I have this game. Star Wars, the arcade game. And I saw this where it says, for the Atari 2600. I said, oh, well, you know, that's an Atari 2600 game. He said, no, it's not. That's actually for the ColecoVision. He said, I'm just going to give it to you for $5. I said, I will take that. That was probably the best deal that he gave me, because this game, loose, is worth at least double that. So, thank you, Gamesters, for working with me. You're kind of awesome. I really appreciate this. So, instant collection for the ColecoVision. Makes me happy. Is there a Mrs. Do? No. I don't know, Yana. The red one, it says that it has the same number of games and the same types of games, so I don't know what the differences are. Could not tell you. Alright. Then he had a bunch of dollar games. And they are definitely dollar games. But that's completely okay. Guys, if you could do me a favor, make sure you like this video. It'll help spread the word. It's that little thumbs up next to the title. If you would do me that favor and hit that like button for me, help spread the word on getting this out there. I would appreciate it. Going through the dollar games really quickly, I was super excited when I saw this on the spine. Madden NFL 2004. I'm actually missing 2004 and 2005 on the PlayStation 1. When I pulled it out, it's the right case, because it's got that NFL logo, but no manual. And that's really, really sad. I bought it anyway because it was $1. Copy of NBA 07. That's actually, with Kobe on it, that's kind of hard to find. I had this loose already, but it was really nice to be able to pick it up with the box, especially for $1. Got a copy of NBA 2K11 for the PS3. Copy of NHL 17 for the PS4. SingStar Pop. Oh god. I started getting into how many SingStar games there are for the PlayStation 2. Oh my god. Actually, can't believe I didn't have this already. Skylanders Superchargers for the Xbox 360. I have it for Wii U. I want to say I have it for the Wii as well. Maybe it came out on the Wii. Either way, I didn't have it for the 360, so just getting the game was fine enough for me. Same with Lego Dimensions for the 360. Picked up a PC game. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End for the PC. Alright. Why not? It was $1. This was interesting. This is the one PS1 game that I was really happy that he had. No, not SingStar Stream. No. Fisherman's Bait for the PlayStation 1. I have Fisherman's Bait 2, Big Old Bass. But I did not have the first one. And I was surprised about that. Well, he had it complete in box, so I went ahead and picked it up. I did not pick this up for $1, by the way. This was a little bit more than that. The last of the dollar games, though, Major League Baseball 2K11. This is towards the end of the life cycle where pretty much only sports titles and Just Dance type games were being released for the PlayStation 2 and the Wii. So I was happy to get that for $1 because, you know, I think 2012, 2K12 was the last year that they made these. So that's going to be really hard to find. But I'm thinking 2K11 will also be difficult to find as time goes on. Then he had a couple of PSP games as well. Oh, we do not need me to do a SingStar stream. That is a really bad idea. You can ask my wife on that. She actually will agree with me that it is not a good idea for me to sing in public. You're welcome for saving your ears. Got a copy of Rush for the PSP. I don't know anything about this game, but it looks cool. I mean, I'm judging a book by its cover. Maybe it plays like crap, but it looks pretty cool. And then a game that I've never heard of or seen before. It's called Platypus by Mumbo Jumbo. It looks like a side-scroller shooter. It actually looks really fun. Classic claymation side-scrolling shooter. Too funny. So, that's really neat. Not something I've ever seen. And of course, I saved the best for last, as I typically do. The very last thing that I picked up from this guy. This is complete. It is unused. The game inside is sealed. It is signed by 2 people that voiced characters on this particular game. And it is really cool to have this in my collection. Sadly, I don't get to this video game store very often, so I was kind of upset that I didn't get there when he had a bunch of stuff that was autographed. A bunch of JRPGs that were autographed, and this was the last thing he had, but I went ahead and picked it up. How do pockets work now that you moved over to YouTube? That is a great question, Sanchez, and I will be more than happy to answer that question for you in just a moment. The songbird of my generation, oh my god. Wow. Well, thanks, chef. You're the best. So yeah, this is signed by Cassandra Lee and Christina Cabanos, who played Kina and Totori. And it is one of the Atelier titles for PS3. It is the collector's edition, and it is signed. Which I think is really neat. Now, opening this up, latency is worse on YouTube, I am discovering. It's got a t-shirt in it. The game is still sealed, as you can see. It's also got the soundtrack here. So I'm not gonna really unbox this, but you can see here is completely wrapped. Got like an extra art book in there. But to have something signed, you guys know how I am about my signed things. But I thought that was really neat and a good piece to have in my collection. I think that that's going to look really good in my PS3 section. It's looking kind of dry there. I think the only game that I have forward-facing on the PS3 is Africa. Yeah, it looks that way. Oh, no, that's not true. I see something else. What is that? Oh, the Oddworld games from Limited Run. But I still think that that's pretty cool. And I love my signed stuff. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I don't have it yet. You have to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I'm so far away from that, wow. It does not need to be graded at all. Okay, so here's how this works. Oh, and I kept this so that I could actually read the signatures. I am going to continue to keep this. And you can see how much I paid for it, which I'm completely okay with. Oh my god, Chef. Stop trolling. So, Sanchez, you asked a very good question. How are pockets being done? I'm still streaming on Twitch. I'm just streaming gameplay on Twitch. So, that is the one thing that I am keeping on Twitch. Everything else is going to be moving over to YouTube. All the video game collecting stuff. So how do pockets work? Well, it's the same way they always have. If you subscribe to me on Twitch, you get a pocket. I'll just present that pocket on my pickup streams, just like I always do. It's just going to be here on YouTube. If I ever get to the point to where I can actually have people become members on YouTube, that's the same thing as subbing on Twitch. It's going to be the same exact thing. So, Twitch still works. YouTube, I mean, also $5 donation. That's still a thing. And some of the exclamation point commands still work here on YouTube. Things like collection, address, etc. Those are all going to migrate over to YouTube as well. As a matter of fact, they should be working right now if you want to try something out. I need to get with BFAL to port over the exclamation point PC command. I would imagine that it's going to take a little finagling, so hopefully BFAL and I could get together to get that over to YouTube as well. So, but there you go. That was one trip to one video game store. Everything that you see here. That was a lot. That was a whole heck of a lot. But there you have it. My pickups for the week. I kind of went all over the place. I was severely disappointed in the lack of PlayStation 1 games that I was able to find locally, especially. But it was still a good week of video game shopping, I'll tell you that. Especially finding 2 Game Gear games that I didn't have before. A Game Boy Color game with the Rumble Pack that I've never seen before. That's pretty exciting. But honestly, my favorite pickup has to be this. That's mine, at least. So, yeah. Pretty happy with all of the the pickups that I got this week. Now I get the fun part of putting everything away. Goodness. All right. So in case you missed it, I will have a video games library room stream next week. I will be doing more video game pickups next week, and then the following 2 weeks, I will not be here. I am going out of, I'm going on vacation. So I will be gone for 2 weeks after that. But next week I will be here, and then I'm gone for 2 weeks, and then I'll come back, and hopefully I'll pick up something, something similar to what you might have seen before. I'm hoping to find his brother. I'm hoping. Not to say that I'm going back to Costa Maya, but I have a feeling that maybe I can find something that'll complement him. So that's what I'm going to be doing for 2 weeks. So I'm going to be gone and unavailable. No Discord, no nothing. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Much needed break. Get me out of this country for a minute. But yeah, but don't worry. Next week I will be here. We will have a pickup stream. And yeah, that's about it from me, guys. Hopefully this wasn't too much of a transition over to YouTube. And thank you. I appreciate it, guys, for you being here to watch me here on YouTube. I sincerely appreciate you guys being here. It means a lot to me, and thanks for coming over. It's good to see a lot of familiar faces. Hopefully this will save me a lot of time in porting the live stream over to YouTube. This should just work swimmingly, in my opinion. I'm really excited about it. So thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. And that'll do it for now. So until next time, guys, I will see y'all later. As far as tomorrow morning, I might have a stream on Twitch. Pocket Full of Games on Twitch. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the plans are for tomorrow. But we'll see. We're supposed to get a whale of a storm tonight. So we'll even see if I have internet tomorrow. But until next time, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I know the lag is a little bit excessive. We'll have to become more clear on what it is that we're talking about when we say, oh, I like that game. And I'm already 8 games past what you said you liked. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. Yay. That's what you like to hear your teacher say. We'll learn together. All right, guys. Have fun. Take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If not, next Saturday. Bye, y'all.